There are two things an e-commerce business needs to be successful. One is product market fit. Two, it needs to be scalable. And almost everyone underestimates how hard it is to achieve those two things with an e-commerce business. I mean, aren't we now all at least sick of all these people on these ads telling us how simple and easy it is to start an online business? The facts say it's not easy. In fact, in 2019, the Small Business Administration completed a study showing that 90% of all startups fail. So let's be smart about this. Let's go away and buy an e-commerce business, one that's found product market fit, one, and is secondly scalable and has a proven track record of making money every month. And there's a boatload of these businesses out there for sale and making passive income already. And that's what I want to do in this video is I'm going to show you exactly where to find these e-commerce businesses that are for sale, how much they cost to actually buy, how much they make per month, and how many hours it takes us to run these actual e-commerce businesses. Also, if you stay to the end, I have a free gift for you. I'm going to help you buy one of these e-commerce businesses with this free gift. So it's valuable and you're going to want to stay to the end for this. Now, before we get stuck in, I want to say I've bought e-commerce businesses myself, and I've taught many people to buy e-commerce businesses that are making a few $1,000s per month up to tens of thousands of dollars to hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. And after looking at hundreds of these e-commerce businesses, I now know exactly where to find the best businesses for sale. And what I recommend people do is they go to website brokers. Now, website brokers are the best place to buy online businesses and specifically e-commerce businesses because brokers have their reputation at stake. They're not just going to find any old business and list it for sale and possibly ruin their reputation by selling a dud business and getting some bad press. So I like to use website brokers, and I want to list out a few of those now. One, we have Empire Flippers. They're great. I've bought from Empire Flippers before, and my clients have. FE International, I've had many clients buy from FEinternational.com. We have the FBA Broker, we have Quiet Lie, and we also have Exchange Marketplace. Now, Exchange Marketplace is a marketplace where people who own their own Shopify sites can sell their own Shopify sites themselves without going through a broker. So there are a lot of dodgy listings there, and you need to really sift through a lot of them to find the diamond in the rough. And what I did is I created a video explaining how to buy a website business off Exchange Marketplace and not get scammed. So check that out if you're interested in looking at Exchange Marketplace. Now, I also want to ask you, do you know anywhere else that you can buy website businesses from? Please comment below if you know any other brokers that I didn't list, or you know anywhere else that you can buy these e-commerce businesses from. Now, what I want to do is I want to share my screen with you and show you where we can buy these, see how much these businesses are actually making, how much they're for sale, and how many hours it takes to run these actual website businesses. First up, let's look at empireflippers.com. What you want to do is click on Marketplace, and then you can go away and look at all these different website businesses they have for sale. A lot of them are e-com, and they have different business models as well. But here is, you want to check out how much these businesses are selling for, and then how much they're making in average monthly net profit, and then what the multiple is. So the multiple is the average monthly net profit times the multiple gives you the price. So this amount times 46, so $127,891 times 46 will give you this amount. Now, most people that are starting out aren't going to buy a business for $5 million or $1 million. Most people are starting around that $10,000 to $50,000 price range or $10,000 to $100,000 price range. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to look at those businesses. So here we have a lot of Amazon associate businesses, which is Amazon affiliates. So we want to find an Amazon business that is FBA or another e-commerce type business. So we have one here, which is a supplements business. This business is for sale for $72,801. And the average monthly net profit or average monthly net revenue is $13,168, which is the amount that you can make in revenue. And the after expenses, which is the average monthly net profit, is $2,141. So that's the difference. The expenses are, whatever the difference is between those. And what they're doing is they're asking for 34 times. So 34 times this monthly average net profit will be this amount. So that's how much you can make per month from it in net profit. Now let's try and find out how many hours per week it takes to run this business. As you can see, it's a 2-year-old business, which is good. We want to scroll down and see what we can look at and see if they actually tell us how many hours per week it takes to run the business. So the seller currently spends around 2 hours per week to run the business, monitoring sales, restocking inventory, negotiation with the freight forwarders, and then financial forecasting, probably with an accountant or something like that. So there's a lot more information I won't go through in this video for you, but the point is to show you that there's some great e-commerce businesses. I mean, you could buy this for $72,000 and you can make $2,000 net profit per month. I think it's 2 hours of work per week. So that's 8 hours, right? So your average hourly rate is $2,141 divided by 8. If you work that out, that's a good hourly rate and it's a great investment. So that's Empire Flippers. Now let's look at FE International. They have a business here, which is a subscription box e-commerce business. So children's craft kits. Well, check out, they're asking for $200,000 for that business. And that business is making, so asking price $200,000, and they're making a yearly net profit of $128,000. Okay, so you can see that you could earn more than 50% return on your investment back on this business per year, right? So times that by 2 years, you've made more than how much it cost you to buy the business, which is really, really cool. So more than a 50% return on investment per month. And then let's look at how it doesn't really give us too much information here on how long it takes to run the business, but I dare say it's not too many hours, maybe 5 to 10 hours per month. But if you're taking over this business, I suggest spending a little bit more to ensure that you can scale it as well. But here's proof of concept. Here's proof that they've got a subscription box that people actually want to purchase, and they're making $300,000 a year from it and net profiting $128,000, which is pretty awesome. Next, we have another broker here, which is Quiet Light Brokerage, and they sell businesses up in the 20 million down to, the $100,000 price range as well. And here's another FBA business here. Let's look at this one. This one's $120,000, and their revenue per year is $137,000, and their net income per year is $40,000. So it's a 2.92 multiple, which is roughly around 3 years to get 100% return on your investment back. So you're getting about a 33 to 35% return on your investment per year for owning a business like this that only has 3 stock units, which is pretty cool. It doesn't say how much time it takes to run a business like this, but I wouldn't say it's too long. But there's a different place you can buy a business from. Then you also have the FBA broker. And lastly, we have e-commerce websites that can be bought through exchangemarketplace.com. So there you go, guys. There's a bunch of different places you can buy website businesses from. But lastly, you'd be insane to go away and buy one of these businesses without doing proper due diligence. So I mentioned to you before that I had a free gift for you, and I want to make sure you go away and do yourself a favor and get my very own due diligence framework. And this framework I have used many times to buy my own businesses, and I and all my clients have used this to buy $10,000 businesses up to $1 million plus businesses. So if you want my due diligence framework, that's my free gift to you. Go below, click the link in the description, and you can get my due diligence framework. And this just takes the guesswork out of buying an online business, and it asks all the questions that you need to be getting the answers to make sure you go away and empower yourself to make a good investment decision. YouTube watcher, what's up? It's Jared Krause here. Firstly, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're doing super good. I also want to ask you, please subscribe, because my commitment and exploration on YouTube is about to explode. I'm talking stories, polls, more amazing content, more engagement. I comment on everything that you guys comment below, so please comment any comments you have or any questions you have for me. And I've got some more great surprises and delight coming. So this is a great time to subscribe, and I hope you consider it. And I hope to see you soon. Hey YouTube watcher, if you thought that video was good, you should check out this video here on the 2 best types of websites beginners should buy. Or check out my playlist on how I made my first 100K from buying websites and how to do due diligence. Check it out. It's an awesome playlist. You'll enjoy it.